Hey, what's going on, guys? PvP and Chili here, and this will be my third and final video on control schemes for Warthunder PS4 on a controller. This video is going to contain helicopters and boats and common control schemes. So, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoy. I hope this is helpful and gives you all the information you need and helps you just find a nice little stable area in the game for controls that you like. So, with that being said, let's get on into the video on helicopter and boats and common controls. Common controls are very important, I promise. So, I'll see you guys there. I have the Alouette on my lineup. Love that name. Alouette. Alouette. So we'll start off with sniper rockets, and then we'll talk about ATGMs. So every helicopter in the game gets unguided rockets. For this chopper, it's snap missiles. Alright. So now my right analog stick controls my looking. Wonderful, right? My left analog stick controls the, I believe it is collection? It's weird. Oh, 72 rockets fit into that? Actually, I can see that now. But yeah, I love the Alouette. It's a gorgeous aircraft. Actually, gorgeous name. So quick settings for helicopters. Hover mode. It's very important if you have a helicopter with ATGMs because, well, I'll show you why in a moment. So, you'll see this camera. You're moving in that direction towards the battlefield. There we go. Huh. Let's see here. Yeah. I'm getting out of control. I love rockets. Alright. So, back to being serious. Back to blah, blah, blah. Alright, so your helicopter's moving on its own already, alright? Oh, I hit a rock. I hit a vehicle. Cool. So, like this, your helicopter's moving on its own. But, if you press the button that I have, which is left button and circle, your helicopter hovers in place. After losing all the speed and momentum that it's got. Like, you see that little arrow getting shorter? That means your aircraft has no forward momentum. Now we're just hovering. We have hover up to 72%. Now it's just gaining altitude. So now, alright, so it's collective pitch. That's what that is. It's not collection. It's collective pitch. Quite important. Because without either of that, you die. So roll axis is a little wonky. Don't try to do roll. Don't try to do rolls. Don't try to do rolls. Very bad. I'm thinking I'm gonna change some of these controls. What do I have left button set to? I have none of those buttons set to anything. That allows me to look around, but I just much more prefer the hold down. For mouse pad look, holding down the left stick. So, I'm in fact going to change the Y-axis to the buttons on the D-pad because there's absolutely no reason. Alright. And that's just much better. Allows me to control my aircraft better. And now my aircraft is spinning! It's just way better. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with the pitch. I think I'm going to just leave it as is. Because helicopters, you're really only going to be doing so much with them. Now, give me a moment. Oop. There we go. I want to dump these rockets and get a whole new setup. I'm going to move back to the airfield in a moment. So let's see here. I now have left button and right button for yaw axis for helicopters. Just simplicity. Now you might be asking yourself, helicopters can get bombs. Yes, they can. Mainly the Russian helicopters, but yeah, they get bombs. It's weird. I don't know who would want to be in the updraft of a bomb. I mean, obviously, that's why you put a timer on the bomb. But let's see here. Machine guns, right trigger. It's fairly simple. Actually, extraordinarily simple. Let's see here. Drop bombs. I don't have a helicopter with bombs. Fire rockets. You saw me spamming them earlier. And then there's fire rocket salvo. But I have it set to my R1 button. And let's see. Weapon lock. I don't have any helicopters with ATGMs, but yeah, that's how it would go. Toggle laser designator. I don't have the AH-1Z, so I can't do that. Laser designator is mainly for helicopters with Hellfire missiles, I think. Flares, if you get locked onto by a helicopter with AAMs, you fire that. For fire flare series, it's basically like rocket salvo or drop bomb series. You know, if you hold down the button, it'll fire off a ton. Now, let's go back to the hangar and test drive this with ATGMs. So you can see me guide them and everything to target. But basically, I have the stock controls for the helicopter, you know, plus or minus a couple additions or additives. So, here we are. We have ATGMs on this beauty now. So, button I have set up for ATGMs is L1, R2. I don't have air-to-air missiles, so I can't do that. But for this has air-to-ground missiles, L1 and R2. That's the button setup you want. Now, these missiles have a very short range. Now, you see I'm getting closer to my target, slowly but surely, while I'm aiming like this. This is the beauty of hover mode. You lose all your momentum. Which is good. You want that when in a helicopter with ATGMs. So now, we're not moving at all. So now, I'm going to press L1, R2, and a missile is out. These are SS-11s. They're extremely slow. They're like 75 meters per second or something like that. But they're effective when they hit their target. Now granted, that was a gas truck. Let's try that again on a tank that this thing will face, the T-62. Now, let's aim for the upper plate. I think that'll hit. It'll damage something. Or kill everybody. And there you go. Now, guiding missiles is quite simple. So let's try this. Alright, see that? Now, let's kill that truck. I believe I have time. I think the missile kinda lost it a bit. Alright, so let's try a more simple route. There we go. It guides itself. You just need to have this on your target. It's very simple. But that's how ATGMs work, really. Now, what else do I need to show? So we've got air-to-air missiles. Missile control right stick. It's very simple. Change fire rate. This helicopter doesn't have it, I think, but the AH-1G does. The AH-1G has chain gun turret, where there's 2 chain guns, and you can change the fire rate between them, or change the fire rate of the turret. So if it's slower, it burns through ammo a lot slower, or if you have it at low or high, it'll burn through ammo a lot less. But if it's on high, it's going to burn through ammo extraordinarily fast. So you set that button to whatever you want. Sight stabilization, I actually don't mess with these controls. I haven't messed with them at all. Tracking enemy, I don't mess with that because helicopters. Aiming access, the down button, not important at all because I use a different button and it works for all controls. The aiming, right stick, left, right, up, down. Auto restrict helicopter control of the helicopter near the ground. That one's probably not so bad, but no, I still wouldn't do it. I don't have any of that. So now that helicopter's done, I don't know. Should I show ships? Because ships is extraordinarily just not fun. Like, look at all the stuff set to just L1 and R2. This is why I don't play ships, dog. Well, that and ships are extraordinarily boring. But there are very few controls, and it's just not fun. You could pause this and set the controls or whatever you want, but these are stock controls for ships, I believe. So, you can do what you want with this. There isn't a ton of them. But common ones are much more entertaining. Tactical map, circle. We all know what a tactical map is, and if you don't know, go into random battle and hold down circle. Let's see, statistics, which is basically map progression or mission progression. Leave the vehicle. I don't do that. If I'm going down, I'm going down. Show status of vehicle modules. That is quite useful. But I don't really mess with it very often. That's why it's set to the I button on my little chat pad. Lock target. That's the X button. I mentioned that a little bit earlier about how if you lock onto a target, then you can track them basically forever. Chat button. On my little chat pad, I have the enter key, but it says return. I don't know why. Just switch modes and chat, so I can talk to general chat, team chat, squad chat, or all chat. I have the right alt button on my little keyboard. Push to talk. I don't have that at all. I don't know why that's set up. Call for an artillery strike. That's after you pulled up your event selection menu in tank battles or boats. Toggle artillery aiming modes. Triangle button. There are two modes for the artillery. A little close range mode and then a long range mode. Or a top down mode or a from the commander's point of view mode. Cancel artillery. Obviously circle. Menu options. The option button. Continue. Skip cutscene. Blah. Hide HUD. I like this one for screenshots. I have that set to H on my keyboard. Zoom camera square. It's useful. Mouse look activation. Now that's the very important one. If I hold down L3 right now, nothing happens. But if you take your finger and slide it across the touchpad, you can look around. And you can even do it with the right analog stick. It's extremely useful. I love it. It's very helpful when in what's it called? Battles. Just battles, period. It's extremely useful. No matter what battle I'm in. Tanks, aircraft, ships, helicopters. If you have it set in the common, it'll work everywhere. And it's fantastic. Now the aiming sensitivity, I don't really fiddle with these very much, so they're just crosshair movement, stuff like that. You find something you're good with and stick with it, because that's what I do. Let's see here. Relative camera movement on hat view. I don't actually know what that does. I used to have these queued up, the buttons and stuff, but actually I do use them on my keyboard, on my chat pad. But I don't have any real main controls on the chat pad. Just miscellaneous stuff. But these are very useful. When you can't type in chat, hey guys, I need help. Or, hey, attack this guy, he's very important. You set it up to a button on your controller, lock onto that target, press that button, tells your whole team, attack my target, or I'm attacking my target. They're very nice. They're very good controls. Now, tracker controls, I have no clue what any of that is. But, and as a PS4 player, you can't really mess with replays, so this is kind of pointless. Actually, this is spectator camera, so maybe you can do it? I don't know. I don't mess with this, though. But, with all that being shown and said, that is the controls I use for PS4. And I hope this was a useful video. I'm thinking I might need to just tear this video apart and make it into different videos. Let me know. I probably have already made that decision, actually. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you. And, yeah, let's see here. I do pretty good with these controls. I do quite well. There are very few times where I don't do good, or I'm not on par with a PC player. Like, I do quite well, which is fantastic. I'm happy, and it makes me happy to have these controls. For the longest time, you know, when I first started playing the game, I probably spent, I don't know, 10-15 hours just fiddling with my controls, finding things that I liked. Once I got it, never stopped using them. And I'd suggest you guys do the same. Find controls that you like. These are controls that I like, so you don't have to use them. You use what you like. Hell, if you want, plug a PC, not a PC, plug a keyboard and a mouse in your PlayStation 4, and there you go. You're on par with the PC player. You have every button that a PC player can use. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this video was useful, and I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I don't know why I did that. Also, if there's anything you need help with, let me know, and maybe I can help you. You know, or you need a new video, or some kind of information, I might be able to help you. So, with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys.